Welcome to Success Nation. I'm your host, Gary Ernneus. Today I'm going to talk to you about whether you're red or blue. Whether you're a red or blue attitude. Now, I'm not talking about the way you voted. I'm talking about you as an entrepreneur. Are you a red hot, flaming towards your success? Or you're a cool blue, waiting for it to happen to you? Now you might say to yourself, nah, I'm a red hot. Well, let's look at it together and see where you fall. You might think you're a red hot, but you're actually a cool blue. You might think you're a cool blue, but you're actually a red hot entrepreneur. Now let me dive into it with you for you to understand what I mean by asking you if you're a red hot or a cool blue entrepreneur. As entrepreneurs, we have passion, we have drives, but sometimes we don't think we have enough. We don't think we have enough to take action. We don't think we have enough to make the right decision. See, that right there sometimes makes you doubt yourself. It makes you doubt yourself because you don't think you could do it. You don't believe that you could do it for real. Because you might look at your limitation in this world, whether it's a physical limitation or just education limitation or lack of resources. But either way, we usually let those limitations stop us from doing the things we're supposed to do. But if we understood which way we fall in the pendulum of success, we'll understand how to fix it, how to keep going. But regardless of which way you fall, you need to know yourself. You need to know your capability as a person opposed to what people are telling you. And sometimes people will tell you who you are out of good intention. They have good intention because they see something you cannot see. Sometimes they're doing it because it benefits them. But either way you go, you as an individual, you must understand who you are. You must understand that your personality as a person, not based on the people you want to emulate, your natural self will win over anything else. Your natural abilities will win regardless of what you choose to do. Now, if you cannot be yourself, you want to be everybody else but yourself, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you rise, because you can be everybody else inside of yourself. You can learn from a lot of people. You can learn about yourself. But if your whole purpose, your whole beingness is being defined by the perception of what the world thinks of you, it is not good. Because while you are letting people dictate who you are, you're actually giving up yourself. You're actually destroying yourself. You're not keeping yourself up to date. You're simply following the crowd. You're following the crowd. There is nothing wrong by following the crowd, but if the crowd is going the wrong way and you're still going the wrong way with the crowd, so that is not good for you. So you have to follow the crowd where the crowd is going to lead you the right way. We all cannot be leaders, but we have to follow the right leaders in our lives. We all cannot be the fire red hot entrepreneur, the one who goes out, talks to everyone. But if you're not that type of person, that doesn't mean you cannot be entrepreneur. It only means that you know your limitation. So therefore, you're going to hire someone who can do the job better than you can. If you're that cool blue entrepreneur, feels like, you know what? I got this. I'm smooth. I'm a cool cat. I'm smooth. I got this. But you cannot take action. You cannot talk to people. You don't see the bigger picture. You need to reevaluate yourself to understand what will work for you as an individual. Because most of the time, when we decide to embark in the endeavor of running our own business or starting our own business, sometimes we don't have to run it, but starting our own business, we may not have the proper guidance. We may not have the proper tools. We may not know how to do the right things besides our passion and our dreams. We may not know anything at all, but the only thing we must know is who we are. Who we are as an individual, who we are within ourselves. By knowing who you are within yourself, you can make better decisions. You will choose better partners. Because if you know, okay, you're running a business, you started a business, and that business requires you to talk to people, and you don't know how to talk to people, well, you have to learn. Either you learn how to talk to people or you hire the person who can talk to the people. But you have to know who you are. As I've asked you, are you a cool blue or are you red? And that has nothing to do with the way you voted. It has nothing to do with the political agenda. Nothing at all. Only thing it has to do is your personality as an individual. By knowing that, you'll understand. Let me give you an example. Growing up, I was the kind of kid, I was not shy. I will approach you, I will talk to you. I was not afraid of people. I could talk to anyone. However, I was not a red hot. I was not a red hot at all, to be honest with you. Because while my friends and families, they were going to the neighbor's house, I was not the kind of kid that would do that. I was the kind of kid that would stay and just sit there and observe and watch people. Understand the kind of behavior they had. The kind of behavior those kids are like, okay, all right, I'll observe you. Okay, are you the kind of person that can be my friend, or are you the kind of person I would stay away from? I was that kind of kid. So therefore, I was not the red hot who would just jump into situations and get out of it. I was a cool blue kid. As I grow older, I realized that I also need to be a red hot. I need to be able to spark the conversation. I need to be able to talk to people. I need to be able to approach people to get things done. I needed to learn what it means to conversate with people, what it means to approach a person and have a conversation with a total stranger. Because you could be all cool as you want, but you also have to know. You have to be able to start the conversation with a person. You have to be able to learn to relate to that person without observing and judging them and say things just because you want to observe. You have to learn. You have to understand that. By knowing that, knowing who you are, you do better. Then that's what I did. So I decided to understand, to learn, okay, what do I need to do besides just staying cool? Well, I need to learn how to approach people. I need to learn that, listen, this is business. I want to approach you. I want to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you just from my educational level, from my intelligence alone. I'm going to approach you from your perspective as an individual. I'm going to go down to your level to understand you in order to have a conversation with you. Because if I'm just staying there being cool without knowing and doing the right thing, things are not going to be done. So I had to learn to move from a cool blue to a red hot. To a red hot where I'm able to walk in the room and ask questions, walk in the room and mingle with total strangers, because I have learned from reading and research. If you are interested in the other individual will be interested in you. If you are staying cool, regardless of your intelligence, they don't know you. Regardless of your intelligence, by staying cool without taking action to approach the other individual is doing the same thing. They're looking at you standing against the wall while you're looking at them standing against the wall. All of y'all being cool blues. Nobody's taking red action. Nobody's being a red hot action taker, but all you're doing is staying in the cool blue mode. You're going to have to be a red hot action taker in order for you to grow as an individual, in order for you to grow as a business person, in order for you to grow as a guy or a woman who's starting a business. You have to understand, for you to grow within you, you have to be able to start conversations. You have to be able to talk to total strangers. You have to be able to maintain communication. Yes. Now, there are benefits, and also there are pros and cons between those two. Now, let's look at the pros and cons. All right, let's say you're a red hot individual. You're a red hot individual. You're a go-getter. You go for what you want, but you have to. The benefit of you going after what you want is the fact that you will not have any limitation to get what you want. However, you also have to be very careful. When you are going red hot on people, you have to know how to be a cool blue, how to understand, to relate to that person where you do not offend that person with your attitude, with your aggressiveness. You will be able to talk to people, but you should be able to cool yourself down. Now, the pros in being a cool blue is the fact that people don't see you as a threat. People don't see you as a person they feel threatening by. They are more willing to talk. Some people are more willing to talk to a cool person, a person that they can relate to without aggression. However, on the other hand, people do try to take advantage of you for being a cool blue. For being a person that they assume they can take advantage of you by being too cool, by not taking action, by not being that aggressive person. Other people will try to push you over. So you must understand where you fall. At the end of the day, what you need to do is to incorporate the blue and the red attitude. Is to incorporate the blue and the red attitude to balance yourself as a being. Because by you learning how to balance yourself, you will make your life a better place. You will be a more valuable individual, a valuable person, a valuable entrepreneur, because for one thing, you can relate to people, you can talk to them, but yet they don't feel threatening by you. You can talk to them You're not afraid to approach them as a red hot. You also can relate to them as a cool blue. You will win if you keep both perspective. You are red hot. You approach the situation. You assess the situation. You attack. You're red hot. However, you'll balance yourself with the cool blue by assessing the situation, by understanding the individual you're about to talk to, by taking your time to research the person you're about to do business with, by not making hasty decisions to walk into a place without understanding and without putting your foot in your mouth. You will be able to know how to deal with people. But as I asked you before, are you red or you blue? Has nothing to do with your political views. All it has to do with is you as an individual. And once you know who you are, if you're only red, learn to have some cool blue attitude where you can work with people. If you're cool blue, learn to have some flaming red hot on you so you can approach people and you will become a balanced being. Then you will achieve anything you want by being able to approach people without thinking, without make you do whatever they want. But yet you're cool blue because you can relate to them. They don't feel threatening or intimidated by you. Once you master those two, you're on your way to success. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Ernneus. Remember, like and subscribe. Click on the notification button. And I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for coming to Success Nation. And Success Nation is here for you. If you have any questions, anything that comes into your mind, please send me a note. And all of you out there who have sent me notes, who have said thank you, you love the message, I want to say to you, I want to say right back at you, I love you as well, and I will continue to send you great messages. And if I can improve, please help me improve. Let me know where I can do better. Let me know how I can improve and serve you better. This information is for you. It is not for me alone. We are a team. Let's work together. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Ernneus. See you next time.